Hey, 1 through 3rd grade teachers. We're going to be starting stop motion animation in our STEAM specials starting next week. What I'd like for you guys to think about as we get going in the stop motion animation project, it is great for students to model their mathematical understanding. One thing that always stands out for me is students creating their own story problems or role playing through our stop motion animation films what they envision with a given story problem. So let me kind of demonstrate what we can do. And then you guys can think, maybe you can share some story problems with me, or maybe share some of the mathematical strategies you teach students with multiplication, addition, subtraction, division, and we can see if they can get their Lego characters, which we'll be using to model that with our Legos in stop motion. Okay, we'll be using this Google extension right here. Some of you guys may be familiar with it from last year. It's already on their Chromebook, so if this is something that you'd like, you can check out some Lego sets if you don't already have some, and start modeling and recording in your classroom after our STEAM unit is done. Okay, so on their Chromebooks, they're just going to angle their cameras down just like I did, and they're going to have not as many characters as I have. These are mine, but they will have their own superheroes and they'll have their own set of blocks. We'll start with just integers of one, just one by one Legos to represent the number one or ones. And then how stop motion works, they'll get a much better explanation than you're getting right now. It's basically capturing picture frames. So I'm going to press the capture button to capture this frame. Looks like nothing happened, but once I move a character, you can see that it kind of creates a shadow where that character was. And that's to scaffold the process of creating slight movements to create a new picture frame. And then once we combine all these picture frames and play them together, it will create what looks like movement. Okay. So students can at any time play to see what they've created. Okay. And they'll be doing this with the Lego blocks. I don't have one buys right here, but their characters can move or carry these Lego blocks to model multiplication, grouping them into division, or adding them together, or starting with a number and subtracting or taking away. Okay. And again, press play, kind of show you what that looks like. That one magically appeared. Okay, and then they can actually add audio. Okay, so when I click record audio, it's going to count down 3, 2, 1. This is me skiing, tripping over a block. Da. Okay, and then when I press play, this is me skiing, tripping over a block. Da. Okay, and they can actually record themselves either saying the story problem and their own interpretation of the story problem or explaining whatever strategy they're using mathematically. Okay, once they're done, they can save it, they just name it, it saves it to their Chromebook, and this then becomes just like our previous newsletter that I just sent out. They can then upload this to their book creator data book, their reflection journal, math journal, whatever you're using Book Creator for, and it's going to be a great thing to share with parents their stop motion animation film displaying their mathematical proficiencies. Uh, if you have any ideas, concepts, strategies that you'd like me to integrate into my lessons in the STEAM Lab, shoot me an email, stop me in the hall, and or just give me a standard number, and I will do my best to fit it into your students' stop motion animation unit. Thanks.